Very cool. Well, let's talk about that leadership. What do you look for in a leader?
It's funny. I think they talk about the sixth sense, that thing that you can't put your finger on. And it's interesting because different leaders lead differently. And they may have such drastically different styles, but at the end of the day, they still get you to that right point. So, as Shakespeare says, to thy own self be true. That is very true in leadership. Don't try to be a tough guy if you're not. Don't try to be a nice guy if you're whatever else. But so for me, integrity is a big one. And I know that gets overused too much, but people can read through somebody that's really not in it. I want somebody that's been there, done that, that I literally would do anything for to follow them. And it's one of those things it's hard to really define what it is, but when you see it, you know what it is.
Yeah. Have you worked with somebody you consider to be an outstanding leader?
I've had multiple people that I would say are incredible leaders. The first one going back to, my first platoon commander in the Marines. Man, very quiet, very never yelled, never did anything, but every now and then he'd say these famous words that would just get me excited. And he said, "Let's go for a walk together." And when
Mm,
that meant he'd go for a walk with me, that meant something either really good or something bad was going to happen. Usually it was
yeah.
good. But it was so cool because he took the time to really connect with me and not meet in the office or whatever, but let's just go for a walk. And I was like, gosh, I would learn so much from that. Then you contrast that with my probably one of the best bosses I had in corporate America, a female who was just brutal. I mean, she was tougher than any Marine, and she held me so accountable. I submitted a report once. It was a huge thing. I worked on it for months. There was like two or three typos or spelling errors, and she ate me alive. And I'm just like, but you're worried about this. She's like, no, because when she presented it, because I gave it to her to present, that's all they looked at. And I was like, gosh, you know what? That stuff does make a difference. So you learn there. I also feel that you learn a lot from people that are bad leaders too. You learn
Mhm.
what not to do.